everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I'm here to talk about my anticipated releases for the month of November. So November and December are kind of notoriously slower publishing months just because like the holiday stuff all comes out in September and October, and then it's just generally a slower time of year for publishing. However, I still managed to find 11 that I'm really excited about coming out in November. So let's just jump into it. And as with all of these, this is the most recent date, the most accurate date I can find, but it may be, I may have, things may change, or it may be a UK copy that's coming to the United States. I don't know for sure, but according to Goodreads, these are the release dates. So on November 1st, we have The House Guest by Alison James. So this one is a thriller about a woman who opens her front door and somebody's at her door, and she's got like DNA proof that she is family, and she has to like come in and stay for a while. And so I think there's I don't know what's going on with this lady. I'm assuming she has secrets. What is her motivation for coming in? All of that. It kind of reminds me of, I just read None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and that's one woman kind of like inserting herself into another woman's life, and you're trying to find out the intentions. And I loved that book, and so I'm hoping this one will be like somewhere just as good, but we'll see. Next is November 3rd, Husband and Wife by Kale Slater. So this is a really interesting one about a husband and wife who get in a car wreck, and we get both of their perspectives, I believe. And they don't want their house to be searched because they have evidence in a murder. So I think we get the wife is trying to accuse the husband, and the husband is known for having a temper. So is he gonna, he's stressing, is he gonna be accused? And just all the things. It's interesting. Like, I don't know the husband and wife dynamics. Are they together on this? Are they trying to, what is the dynamics? I don't know. But I'm excited to find out. And the fact that they're all stuck in a hospital because they were in a wreck and they're in pain and they're injured, it puts a whole spin on it that I haven't really read before. Next is November 6th, We All Keep Secrets by Sheryl Browne. So this is one of my favorite tropes. This is a nanny with things gone wrong. So we get the perspective of a nanny, and I think opening the book, something has happened to the child, and then we go back to see when she first got the job and how the whole relationship has unfolded. And yeah, I love nanny stories, especially nanny thrillers. What does that say about me? I don't know. But November 7th is kind of a big day. So we've got The Good Part by Sophie Cousens. And this might be my most anticipated of this whole list. Sophie Cousens, I've read other books by her and enjoyed them. This one is about a girl who I don't know what all's going on. She's just having a rough time. She's maybe in her 20s. I don't know. And she stumbles upon this wishing machine and wishes to just jump to the good part of her life, whatever that means. And I mean, she doesn't think it's going to happen, but then the next morning she wakes up, she's in her 40s. She's got a husband and 2 kids, and this is the good part of her life. And she I think it's going to explore, is she happy missing all those years in between? Does she want to go back? Does she want to stay? What is it? And I think that is so intriguing and just so interesting. In fact, my husband and I were just having a conversation last night about when we met and we were kid free, and I mean it was almost 10 years ago, and would we want to go back to those times? And I would love to for a day, just to have, just because it was such a fun time. But I wouldn't trade our life for anything. This, I would say this is definitely the good part. This is the fun part. This is just a hard, exhausting part as well. And having a break for a day sounds good. But if I didn't remember how I had met him or the birth of my kids and all that kind of stuff, then I probably would not I would want to go back. So it's interesting. I would love to hear your thoughts on that, and I can't wait to read that book. Next is Class, a Memoir of Motherhood, Hunger, and Higher Education by Stephanie Land. So she has written another memoir or nonfiction called Made, and I have not read that, but this one is about her journey through education, as well as poverty, food desert, all that kind of stuff. And I just think it's important to read these kind of books about people who have really done hard work to get to where they are. I think it's really interesting, and will probably open my eyes to some things that I'm not even aware of going on. Next is Keep Your Friends Close by Lucinda Berry. So Lucinda Berry is a well-known, well-loved thriller author, and I have not read much of hers, but this one sounds good. So this is about the president of the West Hollywood Moms Club. She turns up dead in her own pool. And so then, of course, all the other members of this Moms Club are suspects. And so I think we follow like 3 moms, but you guys know this is like my bread and butter. This domestic drama, thriller stuff sounds so good. So next is With or Without You by Eric Smith. This is about 2 teens. It's a YA about 2 teens who are kind of stuck in the middle of their families' Philly cheesesteak food truck rivalry. So I think there's a taco one that has come out. I haven't read it, but this one just sounds good. Sounds foodie. I love a YA every now and again, and I did not get enough this summer. I didn't get my fix, and so keep them coming. Next is The Engagement Party by Finley Turner. This is all on November 7th. So The Engagement Party. This woman gets engaged. It's their engagement party. She finds out her future in-laws are like a very powerful family, and then somebody turns up dead at the engagement party, and who's the main suspect but the new girl. And so I think she's trying to cover her bases as well as figure out who done it, and sounds good. Next is The Last Caretaker by Jessica Strawser. So I have read some Jessica Strawser and enjoyed her generally. This is about a woman who had a humiliating divorce. I don't know what exactly that means, but had a humiliating divorce and got this opportunity to be a caretaker at a nature reserve or something. And so she takes it, despite the fact that she's not really a nature person, and she goes and sees that things are kind of in disarray. Whoever the caretaker was before kind of left in a hurry. We don't know what's going on. And then somebody comes in the night and makes more suspicion. And so who can she trust? Who can she not? I don't know. Sounds really good. Next is November 14th, Just Once by Karen Kingsbury. So Karen Kingsbury is a Christian fiction author that I generally really like. This is about 1941. This girl is dating 2 brothers. One, I think his name is Sam, and then one is Hank or something like that. So she's dating Sam, but has feelings for Hank. And so it's kind of a mess. Well, then Pearl Harbor happens, and World War II gets kicked off. And so all those things kind of take back burners. Sam goes and deploys. Hank tries to enlist, and Hank is left at home. Sam goes. And so I think it's both the exploration of what happens to these brothers. Do they both come back alive? Do they not? And then the love story kind of woven in between. But when the stakes are that high, it's like you're automatically kind of invested in these characters. And so I'm intrigued. And I trust Karen Kingsbury to pull at my heartstrings, but it'll be good. And then November 28th, we have Didn't See That Coming by Jessie Q. Sutanto. And this is I think she or he, they generally write YA. And so this is another YA. They have ventured into adult, I think, as well. But it's about a girl who is a gamer, and her online persona, she pretends to be a boy because she doesn't want to be heckled by guys. And so she has this best friend that thinks she's a boy because, he's an online best friend, and then they both end up going to the same school. And so it says You've Got Mail, and I love that. I love the You've Got Mail trope. I love You've Got Mail. It's one of my favorite movies of all times. And so I'll read pretty much anything with that trope. And again, with not having my fix of YA, these sound good. And then last is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. And this is another YA about 2 people who work at a water park. And it says it's like When Harry Met Sally, exploration of the fact, can a guy and a girl be friends and just be platonic friends? There's some fake dating stuff going on. I don't know. Again, I that's another one of my favorite movies, favorite tropes. I love When Harry Met Sally. I love You've Got Mail. Put either of those in, I'm probably going to read it. So that is everything coming out in November. I feel like I didn't breathe that entire time, but that's everything coming out in November. Are you excited for any of these? Is there anything that I missed? And that's it. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.